Alright guys, so back with another video. Today we're doing the valve seals on this 2004 SRT4. So yeah, take you guys over there, kind of show where we're gonna start. So we're leaving the head on the engine. So we basically have to take a bunch of stuff off here, take the engine mount off, take some stuff off on the side. First time doing it, so I'm just gonna have to see how it goes. And yeah, I guess I'll just get right to it. Alright guys, so this car definitely kicked my butt today. And not really a lot of progress. We had some issues over here, which I don't know if I'll really address them. Just trying to get this off. Like, it has all the covers and stuff on, and there's some bolts that are really hard to get to. We decided to just drop the engine transmission. There's lots of oily stuff underneath. Wiring, we can kind of clean up the engine bay, kind of almost start over, I guess you'd say, with cleaning stuff up. And it's by no means getting repainted or like something like that, but it's kind of going to get cleaned up, and we can work on the head, all that sort of stuff while it's out of the car. The head is still going to stay on the engine. At least that's what we're planning right now. But yeah, just a lot of stuff where you're going to come across, little issues all over. Alright guys, I was starting to pull apart some stuff on the engine here. I've got the cams, rockers, cam gears off. And I have a little issue here with trying to take the valve springs off. I had gotten a tool from AutoZone to valve spring compressor. It's not going to work. And so it looks like we might end up having to take the whole head off. There's AutoZone, O'Reilly, Snap, a bunch of places like that around here. No one had anything that was going to work. So I think we're going to end up taking the whole head off and getting one that's basically a clamp that we can use to take it off. So looks like right now, being we have to take the head off, I was hoping to leave the manifold and turbo on here. We're going to have to replace a couple gaskets anyways, so it looks like we're going to have to take that off. So I think that's the next thing I'm going to take off is basically the whole hot side here. So we're doing that, and then I'm not real sure exactly what we'll be doing next. The car is basically clean, engine bay is basically clean. A little bit more cleaning possibly in there. Obviously, it's got the wiring I need to do. I think that I'll be doing once I actually get stuff back in the car, kind of know where everything's going to be going. So, yep, I guess we'll start working on this, and I guess just see where it goes. Alright guys, so we got the head off of the engine here, got everything sitting out here, and just notice these actual little keepers sitting here. Valve stem little keepers, so they'd be like the little pieces right in there, right by stem. But every single one of these, I've looked on all of these, so they all have their keepers. So I'm guessing whoever rebuilt this engine didn't do just the greatest job. I feel like they were just sitting in the block here somewhere. So I think now we're actually gonna see if we can see if we can get the springs out here. And what we ended up actually doing, because we couldn't get the tool soon enough, is we went to Harbor Freight, just grabbed a socket. So actually a spark plug socket. Cut this out, and then we got just a regular clamp. So it's like about $5 each. Honestly, pretty cheap. If this works, then it's gonna be like a fraction of the price rather than the $40 for the same tool online. So see if this works, and hopefully it does, and hopefully we get the valve seals removed and replaced here fairly quickly. Finally got this done. Yeah, I ended up having to take the head off, which it looks like we can reuse the head gasket because this looks still good. Um, but yeah, that's basically done. I think we can probably pop this thing back on the engine. Probably tonight, honestly. I could probably do it right now. And what we ended up doing, because I couldn't really find a tool that actually worked that someone had around here. So what we ended up actually doing here just this afternoon, because we couldn't find a tool, and we couldn't even find the tool that you would normally buy that you could like take the head off and then use a tool like this. So we got a I think it's Harbor Freight, $5 for the clamp, 18-inch clamp, and then got a because we were gonna try to find just one socket, and the only place we could find that was actually just gonna check out, and we saw it right by the checkout there. Just a regular spark plug socket. I think it's like something a little smaller would work a little better. I think this is like what, a 13/16. Cut off just a section there so you could get little keepers in there. I welded it to the bottom here, and honestly, it works awesome. Like honestly, it works awesome. And we left the little rubber piece on the bottom here. This is the piece would fit under there. This would go on the valve spring there. Works amazing, honestly. So, I think next thing be making sure everything's good, and I'll be popping it back on the engine. Alright guys, so that is going to be it for this video. The engine is all back together, ready to go in the car. Engine bay is clean, the car is pulled in here, and we're about ready to put it up on the jack stands and get it back in there. But that is going to be all for this video. Next video, putting the engine back in the car, buttoning everything up, and getting it started probably. And then there's probably going to be more stuff with fixing some wiring and stuff like that. But that is going to be all for this video, guys. So a couple more videos at least coming on this car. So you don't want to miss them. Subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.